Hi everyone. So today I am here with Marianne Echu.
Yes.
She's from Cameroon and currently we are at the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque, United States of America. 2 years ago, she worked with us in our mentorship program and she was able to secure a fully funded scholarship, which allowed her to relocate to the US with her daughter. And today, I had the privilege of meeting her for the first person after knowing her for over 2 years. And by the way, I'd like to say this, that we connect with all of our past students who have succeeded because this is a way that we build community. Because right now, when somebody is coming to New Mexico, I can contact Marianne and say, Marianne, somebody is coming, and the person has somebody to support the person when they get here. So this is very important to us, that we make sure that we see all community members. So if you have relocated using our platform and our program and you did not let us know, this is an opportunity to let us know so that we can come visit you in your city. Okay, so back to the interview. Marianne, please just tell us about you and what program you're studying and what you're doing right now.
Hi, my name is Marianne. I'm from Cameroon. I'm a graduate student at the University of New Mexico. I came here in 2023 with my daughter after successfully passing the master's class. I got admission here with full funding to study a master's and PhD program here at New Mexico, and I'm in the Department of Language, Culture, and Literature.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you see that you can get funding for every program. It's not only STEM courses. This is a non-STEM course.
That's
you
right.
heard that language, culture, and literature, and she's fully funded. So let's start from the beginning. What was life for you in Cameroon before you decided to relocate? Was there a specific turning point moment that made you say, oh yeah, I need to pursue my relocation dream?
Before coming to the USA, I was a teacher. I was a secondary and high school teacher in Cameroon. I wasn't earning much money. Life was not so difficult for me, but because I'm someone very ambitious, I want to achieve greater things in life. I felt that relocating abroad would be a turning point for me, and the only way would be for me to get funding, because as you know, school in the United States is very expensive.
Yeah, from having conversations with you today, I can tell that, wow, this person is very ambitious. And where you live, your environment also determines how far you can grow, because it's like a glass ceiling. You cannot grow beyond your environment. So this is why I see people say that, I feel like I'd maximize what this environment has to offer. For me to continue to grow, I have to leave that place. Yeah, so this is it's really interesting that you were able to identify that by yourself and take that move, because so many people can't.
Yes.
They just stay stuck and complain. So this brings us to the next question. Did you secure admissions and scholarships on your own at first? What challenges, if so, what challenges did you face? How did your struggles shape your determination?
Well, I would say before getting to the success factor, migration, I tried previous years to secure admission and scholarship on my own, to no avail. I didn't get any rejection upon rejection, but I had to, when I saw the success factor immigration on Facebook, the ad, I decided to give it a try and pay the fees, and there I am. So
you saw us via Facebook ads?
That's right.
And you paid via Facebook ads. You had never met me, you did not know me.
Never.
Why did you feel confident?
Well, in French, there is a saying that qui ne risque rien n'a rien. It means if you don't risk anything, you'll still be there. So I had to give that leap of faith and go for it. And I trusted the process. There was no way for me to go back, because it's something I wanted to do, and there was no way for me to just say, oh, what if they're scammers? What if they're sitting there and complaining? What if they're just there to eat my money? I had to trust them just like that, and
here we are.
Like, if I didn't risk the money, I wouldn't be here. I mean, what I've gained, it's 1 trillion times what I've paid for the training.
Have you heard no risk, no reward?
Yes.
This is it playing out here. She took the risk and now she's reaping the reward. So you want to get rewards, you need to be ready to take risks. That is what successful people do, that unsuccessful people don't. So you need to choose the side you're on. Do you want to be successful? You have to be ready to take risks. Do you want to continue to remain in your comfort zone? Yeah, stay there, do nothing. But remember, you will not grow. You will only be watching us from your home on this channel right now where we're talking about people that were successful. But all you do is watch and clap for us. And that's okay as long as you're okay with it. Okay, so many people give up after a few rejections, because I hear you say that you dealt with rejections before you came to Success Factors Migration. What kept you going, and how did the training, the coaching program help you to push through those challenges? Like, what changed between what you were doing and when you started the program?
One thing I would say that is really remarkable about this program is that they don't train you to get admission. They train you also to take rejection, and they keep that faith. They keep you in that faith. Like, okay, if you get rejection, we're just looking for one school to give you admission, and that is just the one school that I needed to be where I am today. And it was just a 1 yes, like one congratulations. I applied to so many schools, but I got rejected. I got just one congratulations, and that's the one congratulations that has brought me here.
Yeah, sometimes all you need is just one yes. Yeah, it makes a huge difference. Okay, so let's get to this moment. Tell me about the moment that you got the email saying, congratulations, you have been admitted into a fully funded program. What emotions ran through you? And what about the day you finally held your US visa in your hands? I remember when you made that video showing me the US visa. Please walk us through those moments and those emotions.
Well, it was just a lot of emotions, when all hopes were gone. I didn't see myself ever coming to the US, talkless of coming to study in a school where I have to pay a school fees of $48,000 a year. That's a lot. The moment I got the email the school sent to me to say, hey, you've been admitted to this program, congratulations, we're giving you I-20, go to the embassy with it and show them. And I went to the embassy. They didn't ask me much questions because I had funding.
Yeah.
So they just saw my I-20, and the only question they asked was, where is your daughter going to go to school? I told them I don't know. When I come here, I'm going to figure out. That's it. They asked me to pay the visa fee, and it was just
like, wow, blown, mind blown.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember when my Canadian visa got approved. I felt these butterflies in my stomach was full for a few days. I didn't have appetite to eat because of excitement. The excitement filled me. Oh wow, this is really interesting. Did you have to deal with tuition deposits and all those things? Because I paid these tuition deposits. Did you have to do that?
Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing at all. The only thing they needed from me is my presence.
They're like, just come. Yeah.
And when I came here, they showed my office. They gave me a bunch of keys. They said, hey, this key is for the door downstairs in case now we're on break, it's locked, you can open and come in. This one is for your office, this other one is for the copy room if you need to do photocopies for your students and yourself, feel free, and a lot of things. When you get admission and funding in the US is the best thing that can happen to anyone.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
It just eliminates that stress. Yeah. You're not thinking about tuition fees or where you're going to pay your rent from or how you are going to eat. It helps you to focus on the thing that you came here for. Yeah. You study so that you can get your permanent residence once you have passed your school. Mm-hmm. Because I've seen that for many international students, some of them will relocate and be like, yeah, when I get there, I'll figure out the tuition and whatnot. Many of them drop out of school. They struggle, they drop out of school, lose their status. You see them, all they can now do is work under the table for the rest of their lives because they've lost it, right? That's right. But when you secure funding, you are confident. You go there and you leave and you are able to now think about other things. Your brain is open to focus on other things.
You're ready to think about your future. You're ready to think about the next step. Okay, after this, what do I do? You meet people who bring more inspiration to you. You see life in a different perspective. things become clearer to you. Like what you want for your future becomes very clear when you get your funding and you study with a peaceful mind, nothing to bother about, no fees, no book, no
exchange rates, not worrying,
nothing.
Yeah,
they pay you to study because you get a teaching assistantship. You teach, you gather knowledge for yourself. You go to school for free, and at the end of the month, you still receive a stipend and health insurance. So if you're sick here, you treat yourself for free. So what else would someone ask for?
Yeah, really. Okay, so now you've been in the US for a while.
Yeah.
How does life compare to what you expected, both academically and personally, and what has been the biggest surprise for you?
I won't say Cameroon didn't give me much. Cameroon gave me the knowledge that was required for me to come here.
Of course, you are very ambitious, and it came from it came from you.
But now, oh my goodness, I've met people. I have a bigger network of people I've worked with, from diplomats in my field, because when you're here, you're exposed to conferences, you attend conferences, and you meet people, you talk to people, you see how people grow in your sector, in your field. So it pushes you, to think like, oh, so right now I've made a lot of friends. A lot of successful friends.
Yeah,
and
good.
I've learned a lot from them, and I won't disclose everything now, but the future is really bright.
Yes.
Like from here, after my PhD, I'll pick up a job at the diplomacy office here in the United States because it aligns with my profile as a language student.
That's a very good future goal. Okay. So, what has been your experience studying here at the University of New Mexico and living in Albuquerque? I remember that you had told me something about one association that supports people. Maybe we can touch on that as well.
Okay.
So what do you love about it, and would you recommend it to others?
Okay. University of New Mexico is a very unique university in that they help students integrate. Coming from Cameroon, where you have your family back home, and I'm coming here with my daughter. I know nobody here. University of New Mexico got us covered. They have an association of elderly couples who receive international students, help them settle, help them integrate into the system, everything they need. I show them the way at my house. Everything in my house is free, from the TV to the chairs, everything is free.
And the house is nicely furnished, by the way. It's not just anyhow furniture.
So, they have a house where they put furnitures, plates, spoons, just reserve them there for people like us coming from other parts of the world. That first few months, we'll not have money to buy all the chairs and everything, so we'll just go get them, put in their house, and the only thing we need is just to focus on our book work. So University of New Mexico is really a unique university.
And you have said that everybody that gets admitted to graduate school here?
Yes, everybody that gets admission in the graduate school here gets funding.
So if I were you, I'll be running now to the University of New Mexico
That's
website.
right.
Like, I will run there to go and make sure I apply for these programs. But let me tell you something that's important. Just applying does not get you the opportunity. You need to make sure that your application and your profile is competitive. And this is where mentorship comes in. You heard Marianne here say that she got rejected until she came to Success Factors Migration, attended the program, and here she is in the US. We don't need to talk much about that because you can see her here live and direct, So how do you develop and build a competitive profile? Let's even forget development because you already have what it takes. You have a bachelor's degree, you already have what it takes. But how do you show that your profile is competitive? This is where you need coaching. So whether you are coming to us or you are going to somebody else, just make sure that you are maximizing that opportunity and that time, because now is the best time for you to take action and for you to apply and be successful. So make sure that you get the right coaching so that you can develop your profile in a competitive way, submit that application and be successful. And you will get your funding to use that as your proof of fund. You heard her say that they just told her, take this to the embassy. She did not need to look for proof of funds. She didn't need to pay anything. Deposit or anything. She didn't have to pay anything. And now she's here. They told her, just come. All we want is your presence. And this can be you too, you know? She does not have two heads. Or do you see the second head on the other side?
Nothing.
She doesn't have two heads. Okay. So now let's look ahead. What are your plans after completing your program? How do you see this opportunity shaping your future?
Well, coming here, you know, like the exposure is just too much. You become confused because already just seeing what you will achieve, you're already successful. Like you just need to go for it. You know, you already have the degree. That's one thing that it takes because not everyone has the qualification. Once you already have the qualifications, I do now. I'm short of words. My ambitions are so.
Can you just share one? Because there was one that you told me.
Yes, the real estate.
About.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said earlier, I've met many people. I've made connections, and I've attended webinars. Like I attended Success Factors, and with my qualification and my establishment here, I want to get into real estate business. Which is more rewarding, and you know, being a language student here and knowing how to express myself in any situation, I think real estate will make more sense for me.
Yeah. You see that even now she's saying that these are her next steps. This is something that she's planning for the future. But guess what? She's already doing the groundwork now. You heard her say she attends webinars. So she's attending webinars, attending trainings, whether free, whether paid. She invests in knowledge because she understands that good things doesn't come free. Right. If you are looking for something good, it is not free. So she understands that, and this is where start before you already comes into place. Because like she said, this is a future goal for her. She's not pursuing it right now, but what is she doing right now? She's doing the groundwork, getting the knowledge, building the network, getting all of the information that she needs so that at that time where she knows that it's time to hit the button to go, she's ready to hit the ground running. Then she can start doing everything that she has to do because she has already done the groundwork and all of the investigation that she needs to do. So you that is listening to me, you want to do something, you need to start before you are ready. It's not when it is the day of that you need to do the application. That's when you are figuring out what do I do or how do I do this. All of those things you should have done them well ahead of time before it is time for you to start. I hope you are learning because you can only learn from successful people. You can see that she's a successful person, and I hope you are learning from my experience because that's why we share these stories with you.
Sure.
Okay, so this brings us to our final question. By the way, thank you for doing this with us today.
Problem.
Because it's important that people see. When people hear me say this, some of them think that I'm talking from a place of privilege, you know.
At all not.
Again, because some of them will be like, you know, but when they see other people that have done it, it helps them to see that it's possible for them to, especially for somebody that is in a non-STEM languages. Who will believe that you can secure funding for languages?
Actually, before I even came to Success Factor Migration, I was already devastated because most of your students are in this STEM. When I remember the first class, I'd be like, oh, I'm an engineer student. Oh, I'm an economics student. I'll be like, oh, what will I say? I'm doing French. What will I say? I'm a language student who will be like, what the hell? What's she talking about? Please get out. You don't have any space here, you know. And curiously, I got the highest funding. I got the highest funding. When you come here in this part of the world, there is no minor language. Whether you want to do Portuguese, Arabic, Japanese, you want to learn Spanish, you get funding here. And not everything.
And you had said something to me before, and I want you to share that again, that there are not a lot of educated people in this.
Oh, okay. Yes. So, New Mexico is one of the states in the US with highest illiteracy level. It means the rate of uneducated people is high. So they're encouraging students, they're encouraging people who wants to learn, who wants to give in time and effort to complete a degree and help teach the undergraduate level French, or help bring out their knowledge to others. So if you're thinking about coming here and you're a language student, please come. Both in STEM or non-STEM, we have a management, economics, commercial and management building here. So everything is in New Mexico. All fields. If you feel that New Mexico is a place for you, don't hesitate, because here you got everything done for you.
Yes, and you get funding too,
Yes.
which is very important. Okay, so our final question, finally, for those still on the fence and for those listening to us today and they are thinking about studying abroad, maybe they are doubting themselves or they are feeling stuck, what words of encouragement would you have to say to them?
Well, I don't think I have a word of encouragement, because you already have a mentor here, Coach Sam and Coach Dr. Zino. I mean, they're all you need. Just listen to what they tell you. If you don't have the money to get into the master's class, please look for it. It is worth every penny, because the reward is mind-blowing. Okay, I don't even think about that anymore. Like back home, it was big money. I had to economize, save some money, have family help me. But today, that's just nothing compared to what I get here in terms of training and in terms of my stipend. Even if I say, okay, I just want to save some small money for my stipend, I'll still pay her class. So, look for the money and come. Most successful people in life are those who take risks. If you don't take risks to attend the class, if you don't take risks to do what you have to do to be successful, you will still remain there in 10 years, 20, 30 years to come.
Oh, yeah, you heard her. Okay. You heard her. I like when successful people talk to you. So you heard her. So please, give us something in French. Just tell us, maybe a quote, something nice in French. Let's hear you speak.
Ok. Comme je disais avant que dans la vie, on dit qui ne risque rien n'a rien. Il faut risquer ton temps, ton argent pour avoir ce que tu veux. Si tu ne risques pas ton temps, tu ne risques pas ton argent, d'autres personnes risqueront ce temps et cet argent et tu serais là comme ça, tu ne vas pas évoluer et ta vie ne va aller nulle part. Bon, il faut prendre ces risques et penser au futur, parce que le meilleur est toujours à venir.
Oh, nice. I don't know what that means. Yeah.
I'm just saying that you have to take a risk, okay? Take a risk. Do what you have to do to get that success, to get successful. Because if you don't do what you have to do to get what you want, you will stay there in 10, 20, and 30 years to come, and nothing will ever change in your life.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to give you a hug.
Yeah?
Yeah, this hug will be good for. Yeah, it was good to.
Thank you.
It was good to meet you, and thank you really for having us.
No problem. Anytime.